Hello everyone, I'm delighted to bring today's devotion, and I've entitled it The Greatest Commandment. So I'm going to be sort of sharing from a passage in Matthew that which I've read quite a few times, Matthew New Testament, but upon recent meditation it sort of spoke afresh to me. And it's Matthew chapter 22, 35 to 37, and it's a verse I'm sure many of you might have heard before. There's a couple of verses actually. It says from verse 35, Matthew 22. And one of them, a lawyer, asked him a great question to test him. Teacher, which is a great commandment in the law? And he said to him, you shall love the Lord your Lord with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. And I sort of just want to focus on sort of the last verse. And when, Jesus answers the lawyer, telling him how he should love the Lord God. And it says, with all your heart. And when sort of we think of a heart, we sort of think of the sort of seat of our emotions, how we feel, how we feel about things and how our emotions affect us. And it's saying that with all your emotions, it's not just a cold sort of like a static sort of type of relationship. It's actually one that where feelings are important. We're not saying it's based solely on feelings, but feelings are important. With the seat of our emotions, it should be a love that comes from our heart. And secondly, it talks about soul. And usually in the Bible, soul, the word soul is used in so many different contexts, but it's usually used in reference to life or breath. Generally, the soul is also regarded as the part of our being that gives us moral agency, and some people might say makes us distinct, say, from the animals. So it's a very, very important part of what makes us us, that seat of life within our very beings. And we're also told to love God with all of our soul, all of our heart, our emotions, and all of the bit of us that is life itself, our soul. And then finally, with all of our mind. So the Greek word for that in that particular verse is dianoia, and it's meaning the mind as the faculty of understanding. It's really, really important that we are using our mind this way is an exercise in thinking and reasoning. And it's important that all these three facets I've mentioned are all used together in terms of our love for God. You usually find people who are unbalanced in their Christianity when their love for God is lopsided, i.e. there's sort of no room for the mind. They don't think through their Christianity. They haven't actually thought through why they believe what they believe. And it might be all emotion, for example. Or people, for example, where it's all about the mind and the reasoning, and there's no deep-seated love or affection for God, or there's no wholeheartedness where the whole of the individual's life and the breath and being is behind that love and affection from God. But when we love God in these ways that which Jesus has told us, using our mind, using our soul, and using our heart, we have a real, true, balanced love and affection for the Lord our God. God bless you, and I hope that devotion has blessed you. Praise God.